sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Browns Steelers going up against Edelman's Patriots.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. No gain on the play there. Second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They try again with Lewis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Shift together here from the D-line. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Room here to run. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They run. This is Lewis. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on first down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 21 yards away. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Okay, on that incompletion, we can make a pivot here because I wanted to give a hat tip to the Cleveland Browns. They lost last week again. That's not the news. The news is that they didn't commit a penalty. They're the only... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down. The Pats may have lost Logan Ryan to the Titans, but they got quite an upgrade when they signed Stephon Gilmore away from Buffalo. Nice play there.
Yeah, they have to feel good anytime there's a deep ball in his area. They know that he can run, has good length, and has great ball skills, and they came to the fore on that last play.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he comes back with one complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. He's at the 50. 30, the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gronkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Again, it's Bell. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Brady dumps it off to Lewis. He'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And it'll be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Easy.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He sets to fire. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No, no one.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
A swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 28 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out come the Steelers. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them the chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.